hands in the sleeves, eyes on the floorboards. I know the map you drew in pencil on the back of detention slips. I know the ache inside your ribs that doesn't have a name. How the bell rings like a siren and the hall becomes a river. How the words tangle when the room is loud. Hear me? A day is coming when the offbeat will catch you like a net. A palm will tap your shoulder and teach your bones the end. You won't be broken, you'll be rhythmed. Keep breathing, keep your laces loose. We're not late, we're early.
Quiet hurricane with a hoodie halo. I remember the knot in your jaw when home felt like thunder. How you counted cracks in the ceiling like constellations no one else could see. Listen, the streetlights are scriptures. The sidewalk is a staff. Every step is notation. Every crack is a bar line. When the skank hits, you'll feel it like the ocean saying your name. You are not a diagnosis, you are a drum. And drums don't apologize for being loud when the fire needs waking. Am I allowed to stand where the rhythm smiles? Am I allowed to be fragile and still be flame? If I forget the step, will somebody hold the beat for me? Tell me this is a place where falling is part of the day. If I stutter, will the song wait? If my hands shake, can I still lift a friend? If my mind storms, can the sky be mine? Tell me the door is open. Tell me the door is ours. Stand up, priest of the parking lot temple. You learn to pray with ankles, to breathe on the end, to speak by moving first and finding words after. Your job now is simple and impossible. Make a circle out of strangers, a city out of hands. Remember, we don't fix people, we fuse them. We don't save, we stand. Guard the kid you used to be in every face you see. You carry the key with no teeth, the key called presence. You are the calm under the pit, the eyes at the edge, the one who says drink water like a spell. You know the difference between a release and a wound, between the holy push and the break. Be the stop sign with a heartbeat. Be the laugh that turns a fight into a death.
I will make room. I will practice soft power. I will let the shy kid lead a verse with their shoes. I will keep the pulse humble so the crowd can breathe. And I will stand where the exits are, placing my shoulder under the night. I will count heads like stars and learn their names. I will be bright without burning. I will choose the drop for healing, not for headlines. I will split the sea of noise so the smallest voice can pass. King of the quiet, shake. King of the quiet strength, I'm talking across decades. When your beard is ash and your hands are maps. When the young ones call you home and the elders call you son. Remember the first time you did not flinch at the siren. Remember how the bass told your lungs what to do. Do not trade mercy for momentum. Do not measure the mission in numbers, measure it in names. If the throne appears, turn it into a drum. General of gentle storms, hear me beyond the calendar. When the tour becomes a road of ghosts and blessings. When the microphones smell like salt and sunrise. Bend your crown into a ring for the circle. Break your scepter into sticks for the children. If they chant your name, teach them to chant their own. If history asks for a monument, plant a garden with a kick drum in the soul. Future, I will keep the door unscrewed from its hinges. I will keep a jacket for the cold kid and a water for the wild one. I will let the rhythm judge no one and welcome everyone. My crown will be a circle of hands, my anthem a whisper. Make room, make room, make room. I will choose presence over power, patience over spectacle, and the long road over the shortcut. I will retire myths of saviors and hire a choir of neighbors. I will be the last to leave, counting the breaths like blessings. To the ones who danced before drums, who clapped thunder into caves and taught the dark to listen. We found your footprints in the timing of our steps. We say your names when we sway. We write your shadows in light. To the ship songs, field songs, night watch songs. Your code lives in our ankles and our grins. Every offbeat is a door you smuggled through time. We are your echo made current. City of sirens and sunsets, we won't let you choose for us. We will move like water around your concrete. Name our neighbors, map our venues, and teach the etiquette of care. If you fall, we lift. If you can't breathe, we make space. If you're new, we show you where the soft ground is. Coming days, don't rush us. Walk with us. We'll bring the old dances with their true names, the new steps with their real roots, and we'll weld them with kindness. Not a museum, a garden that grows. Circle up, Lysa! Circle up, laces loose, check in with your row. Left palm on the shoulder in front, right hand free for joy. Breathe on the end, our mission is simple. No one dances alone. Hold the exits with your eyes. If the night tilts, we level it. If the bass buckles are hard, we carry it. This is a ceremony disguised as a show. Guard it with humor, guard it with water, guard it with soul.
Streetlights hum like bees under its band blue inks my skin. If OHLM glows amber, amber room takes one long breath in. Acrostic blinks on 3, lighthouse calm, not loud. Skank whispers on the end, the lane opens in the crowd. Volunteer at the door, phones down, eyes up, drink water. If you lose your step, borrow mine, we look out for each other. Baseline test the floorboards, organ bubbles like foam. The first offbeat lands gentle, somehow I'm home. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows like open doors. Strike short, leave space, let silence finish chores. Snare says wait, guitar says now, breathe in between. You don't need perfect words, your ankles can be seen. Two-step, calm step, small radius size kind. Palms up for lift, leave ego behind. If someone stumbles, catch. If panic rises, part. Etiquette is an instrument tuned by the heart. Name our roots, bogle hips like a compass swing. Butterfly shoulders flutter, ribcage sings. Honor the yard before you borrow heat. Say thanks to every ancestor carved into the beat. Harlem shake, the 81st Street quake, not the meme. Arms talk lightning while shoulders dream. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A smile in the sternum, easing the air. On Seawalk context, first history heavy as brick. Know what the step carries before you learn the trick. If the story isn't yours, nod and salute. Respect is the groove that keeps the circle true. Clear a lane for crop, thunder with aim. Chest pop, scarf testimony, feet spell a name. Don't crowd confession, let the voltage drain. When the last hit lands, the silence is afraid. Jerking in the aisle, reject, pin drop, glide. Laces loose, coastal grin, light feet pride. Footwork draws, chalk hearts, only the bass can read. Tiny victories bloom like flowers through the weed. If a circle breathes open, mind wall and win. No spin kick theater, no elbows that blind. This is a pressure valve ritual, rage tuned to care. If anyone drops, 10 hands are already there. Panic shake, stand by me, I got room in my time. Brain fog heavy, borrow my rhyme. If words get lost, dance first, speech will arrive. This temple keeps the pulse so every heart survives. Push two-steppers, 4 kicks on the floor. Timberlace flick sparks, clap ticks at the door. We sprint in place, but the pocket stays kind. Speed without damage, joy well timed. Dub prayer, mute skank, leave bass and rim. Tape echo rides, breathe, spring verb swim. Whispered cues drift out, water, space, eyes. The hall turns harbor on a forgiving tide. Earplug bowled by the zines, first aid near the stage. Security or deacons cooling the page. We map exits holy, we count each friend in. A city of wrists and smiles, a war we choose to win. Disability is dignity, not a side note we hide. Some of us shake, some of us need a quieter side. If your breath goes missing, borrow mine. If your step misfires, stand on my time. Write it on the wristband, sign it with your shoe. No one dances lonely under wristband blue. If sources in the rafters witness what we do, we tune a night to mercy till the mercy tunes us too. House lights rise like dawn, the crowd stays slow and true. Skank whispers once more on the end, soft new. Silence holds the door wide as the view. We leave as a circle, still wristband blue.
Hear it? It's an unzip. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Eggs on the hands, wristband blue, venue lights on me like bees. Stack of plastic cups by the water cooler. Ocean hiding in the breeze. A 4H lamp blows amber, the room is a long and red. A snare cross sticks on 3, and the night finds breath in my chest. Oh. Whoa, the volunteer with the marker halo says welcome. Phones down, eyes up. If you lose your courage, we got you. If you need water, here's a cup. A baseline tells the floorboards, the skank says stand and stay. Yeah, and every shot get in the hall feels a path where fear gives way. Yeah, the first pocket, one drop heartbeat. Kick on one, cross stick lighthouse on 3. Yeah, short stroke chords on off beats. Shoulders soft and ankles free. No shove, no proof, just presence. The groove writes you belong. And the crowd becomes a choir even before we sing a song. Yeah, yeah. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish the chores. Guitars announce snares weight, organ bubbles like foam. You don't have to know the words to call this place home. Two-step manners, two-step, calm step, small radius, size kind. Palms up for lift, leave ego behind. If someone stumbles, we catch. If someone panics, we part. Etiquette is an instrument tuned by oh, oh. Etiquette is an instrument tuned by oh, oh. Etiquette is an instrument tuned by yeah, hey. Name the bogle proper. Hips like a compass swing. Butterfly wings on shoulders. Let the ribcage sing. Honor the art foundations. Before you borrow heat, say thanks to every insect you carved into this beat. Yeah, yeah. Harlem Shake original street quake. Arms speak, shoulders float. Not the mean, but a marrow history in each note. Bank it bounce, mid-90s praying, both shoulders slow. A grin in the sternum that tells the night go on. Seawalk comes first, history heavy as brick. Know what the step carried before you learn the trick. If the story isn't yours, you nod and salute. Respect is the groove that keeps the circle true. Clear a lane for crump, this is thunder with aim. Chest pops, carve a sermon, footfall, spell a name. Don't crowd the confession, let the storm discharge. When the last hit lands, the silence feels large. Yeah, jerking joy, jerking in the I reject, pin drop light. Laces loose like laughter, coastline pride. Footwork draws chalk, cards only the base can read. 1,000 tiny victories blooming like weed. If a circle breathes open, we mind a wind in the wall. No spin, kick theater, no elbows, them all. It's a pressure valve, ritual rage tuned to care. If anyone drops, 10 hands already there. Yeah, disability is dignity. Panic shake, stand by me. I got room in my time. Brain fog heavy, borrow my rhyme. If words get lost, transfer, speech will arrive. This tempo keeps the beat so every heart can survive. Yeah, now push the steppers, 4 kicks on the floor. 10 bells, flick sparks, clap ticks at the door. The room lives gently without breaking its frame. We sprint and play, smiling, speed without shame. Through the skankly bass and rim, tape echo and breathe. Spring reverb like sea spray threaded through our weed. Whisper cues float out water, space size guide. The hobby comes to love, but right find it thin kind. Yeah, if a circle breeze open, we mind the wind and the wall. No spin, kick theater, no elbows that maul. It's a pressure valve, ritual rage tuned to care. If anyone drops, 10 hands already there. Yeah, the hands already there. Yeah, the hands already there. Artists, steppers, folk, some talking about splits, work, scan, dicks, and petore. We map the exits, holy, we count each second in the city, made a resistance rounds and wore it through school. In, now push the steppers, lift, now push the steppers, 4 kicks on the floor, 10 balls, flick sparks, clap ticks at the door. The room lifts gently without breaking its frame. We sprint in place, smile and speed without shame. Yeah, I'm to the skankly bass and rim, tape echo on breed. Spring reverb like sea spray threaded through our weed. Whisper cues float out, water space eyes guide. The hall becomes a harbor at forgiving time. Yeah, or call a care up and all by the scenes, cause they patch near the stage. You're wondering how's like Lucas if fuses was to raise. We'll map the exits holy, we count each other in. A city made a risk, it's real that we became. Odors up slow, house lights don't end it. They bless what we became. A hush like warm surf says the room remembers our name. Skank whispers once more on the end. Soft, true, then silence. Like a door held open, wristband blue. It is already there. It is already.
red curb glows like a runway edge. Someone tunes a malaclicker, someone blesses the wedge. Backyard fence is a choir stand, moon posts up like kin. Cross stick blinks on 3, and the night lets us in. Neighbors peek over lattice, grill smoke braids with salt. We chalk a soft lane by the shed, kindness by default. A volunteer tapes arrows to guide the flow of feet. The first upstroke chops land short, polite, discreet. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let brave finish chores. You don't know the room, perfection, only air you can spare. Borrow the pocket I'm keeping, I'll meet you there. Two-step, calm step, small radius, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone stumbles, the circle turns to catch. We tune our heat to mercy, that's the only match. Name the roots, bogle angles, hips chart north and west. Butterfly shoulders flutter, rib cage does the rest. We don't cosplay culture, we credit every line. A nod becomes a bridge when the history's defined. Skate deck stacked by the gate, someone's dog keeps time. Let the paint sunrise across the baseline. FOH is a tablet on a milk crate throne. Delay throws bloom like dust over gravel and stone. Kid in a denim jacket, hands shaking at the seam. Says words get lost in my mouth, my feet still dream. We give him the middle lane, bless the boundary rope. He trades two worried breaths for a paragraph of hope. Crump needs room, clear a runway, let thunder speak. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and unique. Don't crowd the confession, let voltage drain slow. When the last strike lands, we all exhale low. Jerking sparks in the corner, reject pin drop glide. Laces loose, street wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork rights, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories bloom through concrete like weed. On Seawalk, context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest groove is choosing not to play. Anxiety shakes, brain fog like marine layer thick. We slow the arrangement, let the click feel slick. If your breath goes missing, borrow mine tonight. Stand on my count until your count feels right. Parents by the cooler with sleeves full of care. One hums harmony under hairspray air. We pass earplug scenes and a Sharpie to sign. Love is the rider, safety is the spine. One drop heartbeat speaks, lighthouse calm. Organ bubbles rise like bomb. A grill it claps, somebody laughs at fate. We reroute storms before they detonate. Your prayer drop, mute the chops, lead bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes chase a whispered breathe and swim. Spring verbs drizzle like sea spray from the fence. The backyard becomes a harbor dense with sense. Water, space, eyes guide, soft cues in the air. We measure our loud by how well we care. No heroes, solos, just neighbors in tune. The moon keeps tempo, the tide shows soon. Rockers lift now, hats flick, eights in a grin. smile of victory shout. Just everyone present, nobody left out. A steppers push 4 kicks like lanterns in a row, then goes to the 1 drop, gentle undertow. Goes rinse all the dark, the tower nods goodnight. We coil every cable like a blessing done right. If sources listening above the Ferris wheel gleam, we turn the crowded pier into a place to dream. Final vow along the rail where the night grows thin. No one walks it lonely, every road bends in. If your courage flickers, borrow mine a while. We'll trade verses with the tide till the tide learns our smile. Till the tide learns our smile. Sketches, moonlight base warms the land. Wetsuit steam at the railboards hum like oars. Cross stick blinks on 3 at night, opens its doors. Cooler sweats mercy, the tide keeps time. A nylon upstroke kisses the rim's dry chime. Volunteer plants lanterns to mark a soft lane. Uneven footing, help each other, simple and plain. Stroking arcs to the right, strike and release, let silence do chores. Your ankles speak welcome, your mouth ask for before. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes, kind. Palms up for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we shoulder and part. Etiquette tunes volume by the quietest heart. Name roots honest, vocal angles, hips like compass hand. Apply shoulder breeze over dunes and bands. Borrow with citations, let gratitude lead. A nod becomes a bridge the ocean will read. Harlem shake, 81st Street quake, arms till sky. Original marrow, not the mean gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, loosening air. On seawall context, first history long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect is the groove when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid by the ashes, hands tucked in sleeves. Words come late, the surf never leaves. We open a lane where the lanterns glow. He finds the upstroke, gentle as undertow. Crump needs runway clear and let thunder confess. Chest hits car testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands, hear the harbor between. Jerking blooms near the cooler, rejecting drop glide. Laces loose, shore wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork chalks, hearts only sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through footprints like weed. 1 drop heartbeat, steady Hammond bubbles like foam. A nylon accent draws constellations home. We map exits, holy count heads like stars. raindrops leave basin rim. Dotted eighth echoes ride breeze, spring verb swims. Whispers drift outward, water shade eyes guide. The fire becomes a chapel the ocean supplies. Steppers push briefly, four kicks like lamps in a row. Then coast to the one drop tide pulling low. Wetsuit stops steaming, the horizon finds gold. We practice being gentle in a world that's cold. Vow at the shoreline where footprints renew. No one dances lonely, we carry us through. If source is listening beyond going blue, we tune the night to mercy till mercy tuned us too. Sun edges the lifeguard tower, embers breathe thin. We coil cables kindly, the morning lets us in. We leave the ring open for the next set of feet. A circle we widen each time that we meet.
Underpass breathes like a whale asleep. Pillars hold up the night. Rolling gate half raised, chalk arrows glow under headlamp light. A cross stick blinks on three, calm as a lighthouse vow. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the concrete knows how. Volunteer table, earplugs, waters, a first aid pouch and zine. Phones down, eyes up if you need quiet. Here's the seams. Baseline test the trust. EP bubbles like foam. We map a soft flame by the mural that says home. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish its chores. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count till your count can't climb. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we catch. If noise climbs, we part. Etiquette tunes, volume by the quietest heart. Name roots, honest, vocal angles, hips as compass hands. Butterfly shoulders, flutter, ribcage understands. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads to feet. A knob becomes a bridge the traffic can't defeat. Harlem shake, the 81st Street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme that flew by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, loosening air. Context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds a circle and flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. DJ cues a handoff. Boom bap hats, dust the rafters thin. 808 taps the live sub shoulder. Mind if I step in? We pivot without panic. Same pulse, new you. Concrete plans, garden lights where the drums pass through. Crump needs runway. Clear center, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved, testimony mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the charge drain clean. When the last strike lands, hit a harbor between. Corner sparks jerk and reject, pin drop glide. Laces loose, alley wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork draws, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through asphalt like weed. Quick two-step shuffle, shoes whisper, figure eight. Snare ghost wink, the pulse migrates. Then halftime drop, one warm sub growl. Hats like rain, tape stop, kisses the room. Then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, congas answer, timbales stitch the seams. And the trumpet sketches sunrise on the beam. We jog in place, smiling speed with grace. Damage stays outside the gate, not in this place. Panic shake, stand by me, I got room in my time. Brain fog heavy, borrow my rhyme if words is quiet, not a fireworks shout. Just everyone present, nobody left out. If sources listening in the girders above, we turn cold concrete into a language of love. Vow on the center line where the chalk arrows glow. No one dances alone, we move gentle, we flow. When the night says enough, we fold cables slow. Gate rolls down softly, our circles still grow. Circles still grow. Circles still grow. Circles still grow.
Sun melts on concrete every time. Generator hums like a low choir. The skyline leans to me. Acrostic blinks on 3. Calm as a beacon shore. Upstroke chops land short and kind. The roof becomes a floor. Chalk marks a gentle lane. Railings get a second look. Volunteer tapes water. Quiet exits like a book. Earplugs in a paper bowl. Scenes weighed down by stones. Baseline tests the pillars. The city loosens bones. Loose knees, soft shoulders. Elbows open like doors. Strike and release. Let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection. Bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Two-step, calm step, radius small, eyes kind, palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips draw compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge above a sleepless street. Harlem shake, the 81st Street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, unclenching the air. On seawall, context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid by the lip of the lot, sleeves bitten thin, my words jam at the ram. Can my feet begin? We open a lane with nods and soft time hands. He finds the upstroke gently, like tide redrawing sands. Crump needs runway, clear middle, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands, here harbor in between. Corner sparks jerking, reject, pin drop, glide. Laces loose, rooftop grin, feather light pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts only the sub can read. Tiny victories grow through cracks like weed. One drop, heartbeat steady, Hammond bubbles like foam. Malata sketches, constellations pointing home. Security are deacons, I saw posture low. They count heads like blessings, so everyone can glow. Panic shakes, stand by me, I got room in my time. Brain fog heavy, borrow my rhyme. If words trip the stairs, let your ankles speak.
warm enough to glow.
Yeah, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Exit signs baptize the room. Maple floor shines like dawn. Scoreboard hums a low hymn. The bass line pulls a song. Cross stick blinks on 3. Calm as a coach is not. First upstroke lands polite and the gym forgets it's odd. Volunteer crew at the table, water jugs, here plug bowl. Map of the quiet lane, right chair, list a roll. Name tags bloom like lanterns, pronouns inked in gold. The baseline tests the rafters, the night loosens its hold. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know the room perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Scare step from a knees, buoyant weight, light feet. Answer the upstroke and small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim say when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips draw compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a hardwood street. Harlem shake, the 81 Street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Banquet bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A smile in the sternum, unclenching the air on seawall. Context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds a circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest groove is choosing not to play. Kid by the half-court logo, sleeves chewed thin. My words jam at the whistle, can my feet begin? We tape a soft lane, glowing like chalk and grace. He finds an offbeat gently, and worry leaves his face. Crump needs runway, clear center, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands here, harbor in between. Corner blooms jerking, reject pin drop, glide laces loose. Gym wide grin, feather light pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through varnish like weed. Anxiety spike like them 2 clicks on cue. We slow the arrangement so panic can pass through. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count until your count can climb. Wheelchair dancer at mid-court spins a compass slow. We widen lanes around them so every river can flow. A cane keeps tempo, a hand signs you're safe. The beat makes room, this is holy space. Rockers lift now, hats tease 8s in a grin. Congas answer snare, we jog without giving in. Energy climbs without breaking its frame. Speed without damage, joy within flame. Quick halftime dips, a purse hats full like rain. Tape stop, kisses rafters, then we breathe back again. Clavs tick guidance, timbal stitch the seam. Paladipus sketches sunrise on a gym floor. Dream do a prayer drop, mute chops, league bass and rim. Dotted 8 echoes, ride breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple out with water, space eyes guide. The scoreboard becomes a lighthouse on an inland tide. Roll call of care, exits map, first aid known. Late night buddies, paired so none walks home alone. Security or deacons, eyes soft, posture low. They count heads like blessings so everyone can glow. Final steppers push, 4 kicks lantern the lane. Then coast to 1 drop like gentle summer rain. If sources in the rafters witness what we do, we tune the gym to mercy tuned us too. Bow on the center strike where sneakers wrote our names. No one dances, only we rewire the games. Cables coil kindly, the echo holds true. We exit as a circle warm enough to move you. release all this steam. Cross stick blinks on 3, gentle as laundry steam. Upstroke chops land tidy, the night begins to dream. Quarter tracings metal, a basket wheel keeps time. Balava paints moonlight, the bass line learns to prime. Volunteer tapes assigned by the snacks, quiet lane here. Earplugs in a paper cup, water glows like clear. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my count. Stand on my poster, your courage can mount. Sky step, Maronese, buoyant weight light. Feet answer upstroke, small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes, kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, vocal angles, hips draw compass lines. Butterfly and shoulders, rib cage quietly shine. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a linoleum street. Harlem shake, the 81 street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A smile in the sternum, unclenching the air. On seawall, context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds a circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest groove is choosing not to play. Hid by the vending glow, sleeves too thin. My words jam in bright rooms. Can my feet begin? We mark a lane by the window with tape like dawn. He finds the offbeat gently. The fear unfreds and's gone. Crump needs runway, clear tiles, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands here, harbor in between. Corner blooms jerkin, reject, pin drop glide. Laces loose, aisle wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork, scribbles, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through my bucket reed. One drop heartbeat steady, Hammond bubbles like foam. Coin clink, sync with Clive's, tumble dryers drone home. Security are deacons tonight, nodding eyes, soft hands. They count heads like blessings while the spin cycle lands. Halftime dip, dryer rumble deep, hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses neon, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, eights grin, congas answer the snare. We jog without damage, joy with repair. Panic shakes, sit with me, we'll sway on the end. Brain fog heavy, borrow my band. If your words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Dub prayer, drop, mute chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes, ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The laundromat turns chapel with the doors open wide. Final steppers push 4 kicks, lantern the tiles. Then coastal one drop, slow burn smiles. If source is listening in the hum and the hue, we tune to
the quarter tray where the night grows kind. No one spins alone, we keep each other aligned. Cards roll easy, neon softens to gray. We exit as a circle, ready for day.
The beds, hoses threads the air, crepe PA on a pallet, do beads everywhere. Acrostic blinks on 3, calm as a garden vow. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the soil knows how. Seed packets like confetti, name tags bloom in rows. A Malaki cup paints sunlight, sub warms our toes. Volunteer chalks, quiet lane, mark shade and rest. Water jug, sweat mercy, the morning feels blessed. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Sky step, primer knees, buoyant, weight light. Feet answer up strokes, in soft arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. 2-step, calm step, radius small, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, vocal angles, hips draw compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across this earthen street. Harlem shake, the 81 Street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s, shoulder prayer. A smile in the sternum, loosening the air. On Siwa context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Boom bop break, hats ghost, kick nods, hands clap. EP rolls at 9, bass sketches a rap. We traded bars gently, no crown to defend. Just neighbors with measures, we're happy to lend. Kid at the seedlings table whispers, words run late. Can my feet go first before my nerves translate? We open a lane, hose hiss keeps time. He finds the offbeat softly, the worry unwinds. Crump needs runway clear, middle let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the charge drain clean. When the last strike lands here, harbor between. Corner sparks jerking, reject pin drop, glide. Laser
Faces loose, dirt road grin, feather light pride. Footwork rights, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like volunteer seed. Quick UK, two-step shuffle, shoe sketch figure eights. Snare ghost wink, the pocket migrates. We pivot without panic, same pulse, new hue. The basil nods in rhythm, tomatoes agree to. Halftime dip, one warm sub purr, hats like rain. Tape stop kisses daylight, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift eights, grin, congas answer the snare. We jog without damage, joy with repair. Disability is dignity, say the quiet part plain. Some of us shake in daylight, some ride anxious rain. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count until your count can climb. Roll call of care, shade up, sunscreen out. Exits map kindly, buddy system about. Security are gardeners, eyes soft, posture low. They count heads like seedlings so everyone can grow. Dub pair drop, mute chops, leave base and rim. Dotted echoes ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The trellis turns cathedral, the beds open wide. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks, lantern the loam. Then coast to one drop, like walking home. If Source is listening, where bees write gold, we tuned a garden to mercy till mercy took hold. Final vow by the gate, where the chalk arrows show. No one dances alone, together we grow. Cables coil kindly, the sun climbs true. We leave as a circle, green with the dew.
Cursive on the dusk, answer with the drum you can hold. Neighbors light tea candles in jars, the street warms from cold. Cross stick blinks on 3, quiet as a keeper's vow. Upstroke chops land short and kinda black knows how. Aunties run the water table, cousins chalk the soft lane. Ride share captains map right so nobody walks in pain. Our baseline stitches, porches, EP bubbles like foam. Tonight our uprising is the work of making home. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count till your count can climb. Scat step, prime and knees buoyant, weight light, feet enter up, strokes, small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. 2-step, calm step, radius, small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips draw compass lines. Butterfly and shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A knot becomes a bridge across our little street. Harlem shake, P81 street quake.
original Mero, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, unclenching the air. Anseo, context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. A kid with a paper crown whispers, words get stuck. Is rebellion allowed to be gentle? Is gentleness tough enough? We open a lane by the mailbox, lanterns low. He finds the offbeat softly, you can watch his chest let go. Crump needs runway, clear middle, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands, here harbor in between. Corner sparks jerking, reject, pin drop, glide. Laces loose, curd white grin, feather like pride. Footwork rights, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through cracks like weed. Rockers lift hats, grin eights, trumpet tags the phrase. Tyndales flick sparks, neighbors shout names. Our anger tunes to service, our joy takes aim. We fix the lights, pass food, and mean every name. Panic shake, sit with me, count clouds, count hands. Brain fog heavy, borrow my bands. If the news is a storm that won't pass through, we set up a canopy and breathe as two. Halftime dip, one warm supper, hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses night, then we breathe back again. The aunties start the chorus, made only of care. Water, space, I shadow, prayer drop, mute the chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes, ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Porches become choirs, the crosswalk hums. Every open palm is a set of drums. Roll call of care, exits mapped, first aid known. Quiet lane posted, walking buddy shown. Security are deacons with soft focus eyes. They count heads like blessings, so nobody cries. Disability is dignity, say the steady truth plain. Some of us shake in daylight, some ride anxious rain. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count until your count can climb. Brief steppers push, four kicks lantern the street. We sprint without damage, we never lose the beat. Trumpet salutes the windows, melodica draws dawn. We coast to one drop like a prayer well drawn. Bow at the hydrant where chalk arrows shine.
Lanterns blink like small moons, steam writes cursive above grills. Vendor bell ticks the downbeat, warm air hums with wills. Acrostic blinks on 3, gentle as a keeper's vow. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the market learns how. Volunteer poster map, quiet lane, stroller path, elders chairs, earplugs in our paper cup. Water station says, who cares? Shares. Silver pipe paints amber, the sub warms tiled stone. We aren't buying a show, we're making a home. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chore. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Scout step, primer, knees buoyant, weight light. Feet answer upstroke, small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots on his bogle angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, let gratitude lead the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a lantern street. Trace compass lines, butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, let gratitude lead the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a lantern street. Harlem shake, the 81 street quake, arms talk sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, unclenching the air. On Seawall, context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid near the dumpling line, sleeves too thin. My words jamming crowds, can my feet begin? We tape a soft lane, glowing like chalked in sun. He finds the offbeat gently, the panic comes undone. Crump needs runway, clear center, let thunder confess. Chest hits carve testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands, here harbor in between. Corner blooms jerking, reject, pin drop glide. Laces loose, night wide grin, feather light pride. Footwork sketches, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like herbs from seed. One drop heartbeat steady, Hammond bubbles like foam. Vibes tint dusk honey, the plaza feels home. Security are deacons with soft focus eyes. They count heads like blessings under noodle steam skies. Visibility is dignity, say the steady truth plain. Some of us shake in daylight, some ride anxious rain. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count until your count can climb. Halftime dip, one warm sub per hats fall like rain. Tape stop kisses lanterns, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, eights grin, tin bales stitch the seam. Claves tick guidance, neighbors beam. Dog prayer prop, mute chops, leave bass and as a circle, bright enough for two.
Turnstile blinks like a lighthouse, tap card says beep, you're in. Platform breathes a low chorus, the rail hum feels like kin. Cross-stick blinks on 3, calm as a keeper's vow. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the tunnel learns how. Volunteer posts a map, quiet lane, priority seats, water here. Earplugs in a paper cup, ride buddy board stays near. Malacca quotes the chime, the sub warms concrete bones. We're not chasing a show tonight, we're building moving homes. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. If your breath goes missing, anchored to my time, stand on my count till your courage can climb. Offbeat step, primer, small arcs, weight light, feet answered up strokes without crowding the night. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step micro, radius tiny, eyes kind, palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots, honest, bogle, angles, hips, torso, draw lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a subway street. Harlem shake, 81 Street quake, arms talk sky. Do it small in the carriage, let respect apply. Banquet, bounce shoulders, pray pressure unwinds. A smile in the sternum, on not city mind. Unseen context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect, hold the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest movies choosing not to play. Door chime sings, we board as if holding a ball of light. Priority seats go first to bodies that need them tonight. Cane taps time, a wheelchair pivots smooth and sure. We widen the aisle so every river can endure. Kid by the pole, sleeve too thin, whispers low. My words jam in bright cars. Can my feet go slow? We tape a soft lane with eyes and gentle stance. He finds the offbeat softly. This train becomes a dance. Crump needs room, keep it micro. Hands, chest, breath, voltage can testify without crowding or death. Don't swarm the confession, let the charge drain clean when the last hit lands. Here the harbor between corner blooms, jerking toe taps, tiny glide laces, loose rail, wide grin, feather light, pride, footwork, scribbles, chalk hearts. Only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout in motion like seed. One drop, heartbeat steady, EP bubbles like foam. Malaga paint signage that spells welcome home. Security are deacons tonight, soft eyes, open hands that count heads like blessings between the stations lands. Halftime dip, one warm sub her, hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses tunnel, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, eights grin, congers and
answer the snare. We jog without damage, joy with repair. Panic spikes it by me, we'll count rails, count signs, brain fog heavy. Borrow these lines if words misfire. Let your ankle speak, we'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Dub prayer, drop mute chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted 8 echoes, ride breeze, spring verb swims, whisper ripple, outward water, space, eyes guide. The carriage turns cathedral, the station's open wide. Brief steppers push for kicks, lantern the track. Then coast to one drop as the skyline leans back. If source is listening in the wire above, we turn the late train into a language of love. Vow at the platform where the arrows glow. No one rides it lonely, together we go. Doors sigh, night nods, the city lets us through. We exit as a circle, warm enough for you.
Sodium lights crown the park, the bowl holds a cup of night. Tailpops echo like sparrows, wheels hum steady light. Cross stick blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the concrete grows a crowd. Tapes a map, quiet lane, buddy rides, water here. Earplugs in a paper cup, first aid pouch kept near. A Malalika draws her iron on the quarter pipe spine. Sub writes home across the deck in a warm, forgiving line. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time, stand on my count, till your count can climb. Got step, prima knees, buoyant weight, light feet, answer up stroke, small arcs to the right, short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose wind between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. 2-step, half step, radius, small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If someone tilts on land and we part and catch on cue, etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots on his bogle angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Barrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across this concrete street. Harlem shake, the 81st Street quake, arms toward the sky. Original marrow, not the meme gone by. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, loosening air. RC with context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds a circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid by the coping, sleeves truth in, whispers low. My words jam on rolling, can my feet go slow? We mark a soft lane glowing like chalk and grace. He finds the offbeat gently, fear leaves his face. Crump needs runway, clear deck, let thunder confess. Chest hits carved testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the storm drain clean. When the last strike lands, hear the harbor between. Corner blooms jerking, reject, pin drop, glide. Laces loose, park wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout through asphalt like weed. One drop heartbeat steady, beep beep bubbles like foam. Her ladder sketches constellations we can take home. Security are deacons with soft focus eyes. They count heads like blessings as the half-cab flies. Panic spikes sit by me, we'll count rails, count cracks. Brain fog heavy, borrow these tracks. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Rockers lift hats, grenades, dim bells, stitch the seam. Trucks sing low over metal like a chorus in a dream. We jog in place, smiling, speed with care. Joy that repairs, not tears the air. Halftime dip, one warm supper, hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses stars, then we breathe back again. A brief stepper's push, 4 kicks, lantern the ground. Then coast to one drop as the bow shares sound. Helmet halos gleam, knee pads write small psalms. We pass water like sacraments, the night grows palms. Roll call of care, exits map, right out spare. The last to leave, make sure every heart is spared. Disability is dignity, say the steady truth plain. Some of us shake under streetlights, some ride anxious rain. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time, stand on my count until your count can climb. The prayer drop, new chops, leave base and rim. Dotted 8 echoes, ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The park turns cathedral with the gates open wide. Final vow by the bow where the wheel lines go. No one rolls it lonely, together we go. If source is listening where the constellations blur, we tuned a field of concrete till mercy could purr. Cables coil kindly, the bearings cool to hush. We exit as a circle through a meteor hush. A tail pops once like a benediction spark. Then night signs our names on the back of the park.
ticket bell ticks like a metronome. Fridge hum holds a drone, the room decides we're home. Acrostic blinks on 3, quiet as a keeper's vow. Upstroke chops land short and kind, even the kettles bow. Volunteers post the board, allergens exits, quiet lane right. Water jug sweat mercy, earplugs glowing paper white. Wallpaper paints warmth on the tiles, cold grain. Sub writes welcome under every name. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Sky step from her knees, buoyant weight light. Feet dance at upstrokes in small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes, kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots, honest, vocal angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, ribcage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a linoleum street. Harlem shake, the 81 street quake, arms talk sky. Keep it small by the steam line, let respect apply. Banquet bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A grin in the sternum, unclench in the air. On see what context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid by the stock pot, sleeves too thin, whispers low. My words jam in crowds, can my feet go slow? We tape a soft lane between racks and light. He finds the offbeat gently, the panic loses bite. Crump needs runway, clear middle, let thunder confess. Chest hit scar testimony, mortal and blessed. Don't crowd the voltage, let the charge drain clean. When the last strike lands here, harbor between. Corner blooms jerking, reject, pin drop, glide. Laces loose, kitchen wide grin, featherlight pride. Footwork sketches, chalk hearts only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like herbs from seed. One drop heartbeat steady, EP bubbles like foam. Lateral clicks sync with clabbers, the room feels home. Security are deacons, eyes soft, posture low. They count heads like blessings so everyone can glow. Panic spikes, sit with me, we'll count tiles, count steam. Brain fog heavy, borrow this beam. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse, steady 7 nights a week. Halftime dip, one warm sub, her hats fall like rain. Tape stop kisses, stainless, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, dates grin, timbales stitch the seam. We'll add to draw sunrise on a galvanized dream. chops leave base and rim. Dotted eighth echoes ride, breathes, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water space, eyes guide. The kitchen turns cathedral with the pass open wide. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks, lantern the tile. Then coast to 1 drop, soft burn smile. We post the ride buddy list, walk folks 2 by 2. No one leaves it lonely past this service queue. If source is listening, we're the vent fans sing. We turn the line of hunger into a sharing ring. Final vow by the mop sink, where the night runs clear. No one dances alone, not in here, not out there. Cables coil kindly, aprons fold like prayers. We exit as a circle, light in our spares. Ladle clicks once, a benediction small. And mercy keeps time as we stack it all.
Doorbell whispers hello, and Nixie can't keep her hum, drives a drone. Capes hang like flags at rest, the room decides we're home. Acrostic blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the mirrors host the crowd. Owner wheels chairs back, broom writes cursive on tile. Comb taps time on the counter, the night leans in to smile. Volunteer posts a map, quiet lane, water, earplugs near. A melodica paints warmth, the sub keeps spines clear. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't owe perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Scare step, micro arcs, weight light, small floor. Feet answer upstrokes without crowd in the door. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius tiny, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we pardon, catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips, torso, draw lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citation, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across this checkerboard street. Harlem shake, aid, 1 street quake, arms talk sky. Do it small by the station, let respect apply. Bankhead bounce, shoulders pray till pressure unwinds. A smile in the sternum, unknots crowded minds. I see law context first, history heavy and
holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Hid by the product shelf, sleeves too thin, whispers slow. My words jam in bright rooms, can my feet go low? We tape a soft lane by the sink in the glass. He finds the offbeat gently, the panic lets him pass. Crump needs room, keep it micro, hands, chest, breath. Voltage can testify without crowding or death. Don't swarm the confession, let the charge drain clean. When the last hit lands, hear the harbor between. Corner blooms jerking, toe taps tiny glide. Laces loose, aisle wide grin, feather light pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like clippings from seed. One drop, heartbeat steady, EP bubbles like foam. Clipper clicks, sync with clouds, the room feels home. Security are deacons, soft eyes, open hands. They count heads like blessings between the mirror stands. Panic spike, sit with me, count tiles, count fades. Brain fog heavy, borrow these grades. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse, steady 7 nights a week. Halftime dip, one warm sub per, hats fall like rain. Tape stop kisses glass, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, eights grin, Timbales stitch the seam. Malika sketches sunrise on a barbershop dream. Dub prayer drop, mute chops, leave basin rim. Dotted eighth echoes ride breeze, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The stations turn cathedral with the mirrors open wide. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks lantern the floor. Then coast to one drop, gentle as a door. If source is listening in the chorded hum above, we turned a room of edges to a language of love. Vow by the Cape hooks where names hang true. No one trims alone, we carry us through. Cables coil kindly, the bell nods once more. We exit as a circle through a soft closing door.
Rain knots the drum on the rooftops, breathe like sails at rest. Walkie chirps count, lightning the night tests every chest. Acrostic blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the shelter grows a crowd. Volunteer post the map, quiet lane meds, water here. Earplugs glowing, paper cups, the ride outboard stays near. A melodic of paints lamplight, sub warms concrete bones. We're not chasing the show, we're building, moving home. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and
shoulders, borrow mine right there. Step, primer knees, buoyant weight, light feet, answer up strokes, small arcs to the right, short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step, calm step, radius, small eyes, kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly and shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across a tar-blind street. Harlem shake, the 81st Street quake, arms tell sky. Do it small by the cots, let respect apply. Bankhead bounce, mid-90s shoulder prayer. A smile in the sternum, unclenching the air. On seawalk context, first history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid by the cot rail, sleeves truth in whispers low. My words jam in storms, can my feet go slow? We mark a soft lane with lanterns and eyes. He finds the offbeat gently, the panic unties. Crumb needs runway, keep it micro, hands, chest, breathe. Voltage can testify without risk or death. Don't swarm the confession, let the charge drain clean. When the last hit lands, hear the harbor between. Corner blooms jerkin, toe taps, tiny glide. Laces loose, eye wide grin, feather light pride. Footwork right, chalk hearts only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like volunteers see. One drop heartbeat steady, EP bubbles like foam. Zipper pulls tick clavers, the room feels home. Security are deacons, soft eyes, open hands. They count heads like blessings between the canvas lands. Panic spike, sit with me, we'll count rafters, count rain. Brain fog heavy, borrow this refrain. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Halftime dip, one warm sub purr, hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses thunder, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, eights grin, Timbile stitch the seam. Malida sketches sunrise inside a storm-lit dream.
shades pour honey on tables. The stacks exhale warm dust. Cartwheels whisper the downbeat. The night asks us to trust. A cross stick blinks on 3. Keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind. The reading room grows a crowd. Volunteer pins a map. Quiet lane, water here. Earplugs there. Priority seats by the windows. Ride buddy list to share. Malai sketches margin notes in a soft gold line. Sub-writes welcome under spines in a gentle breathing design. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Small arcs, weight light, feet answer upstrokes without crowd in the night. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step micro radius, tiny eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, Vogel angles, hips, torso, draw lines. Butterfly and shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow its citations, gratitude leads the feet. A knot becomes a bridge along this carpeted street. Harlem shape, 81st Street quake, arms talk sky. Do it small, near the Atlas, let respect apply. Bankhead bounce, shoulders pray till pressure unwinds. A smile in the sternum unknots restless mind. First, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds a circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Page turns masquerade as shaker. Stamp thumbs sink like claves. Scanner beeps kiss the rim. The catalog misbehaves. We tape a soft lane through fiction, a second by history's door. The geography of breathing makes room on the floor. Kid near the poetry shelf, sleeves too thin, whispers low. My words jam under fluorescence, can my feet go slow? We answer with nods and a pocket of easy time. He finds the offbeat softly, panic steps out of line. Hands, chest, breathe. Voltage can testify without noise or risk or death. Don't crowd the confession, let the charge drain clean. When the last hit lands, hear the harbor between. Corner blooms jerking, toe taps, tiny glide. Laces loose, aisle wide grin, feather light pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like wildflowers from seed. One drop, heart be steady, EP bubbles like foam. Maleva underlines passages someone will take home. Security or deacons with soft focus eyes. They count heads like blessings as the new chapter tries. Panic spikes, sit with me. Count lamps, count lines. Brain fog heavy, borrow these signs. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Kisses silence, then we breathe back
Sources lift 8's grin, congas answer the snare. We jog without damage, joy with repair. Dub prayer drop, mute the chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The catalog turns cathedral with the stacks open wide. Brief steppers push, fork kicks lantern the aisle. Then coast to one drop with a calm paper smile. If Source is listening, where dust motes glow, we tuned a room of quiet till love learned to show. A final bow at the returns desk where arrows point through. No one studies lonely, we carry us too. Cables coil kindly, lamps dim to blue. We leave as a circle, bright enough for you. Blue glass breeze pumps hum like a choir below the floor. Moon jellies slow the room, the corridor learns to pour. Acrostic blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, our reflections make a crowd. Volunteer poster map, quiet lane by the race, water here. Earplugs rest in paper cups, ride buddy board stays near. My lava paints tight, light on the tiles, soft sheen. Subrights welcome under waves we've never seen. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Offbeat step purrer, small arcs, wave light. Feet dance upstrokes without crowd in the night. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. Two-step micro, radius tiny, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots, honest bogle angles, hips, torso, draw lines. Butterfly and shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet and now becomes a bridge along this tide pool street. Harlem shake, 81 street quake. Do it small by the glass, let the courage read the story, let the loud moments pass. Bang head bounce, shoulders pray, pressure unwinds. A smile in the sternum unknots crowded minds. Tank sleeves too thin, whispers low. My words jamming bright blue, can my feet go slow? We mark a soft lane with glances and breathe. He finds the offbeat gently, the panic loses teeth. Crump needs run, we keep it micro, hands, chest, breathe. Voltage can testify without splash or risk or death. Don't swarm the let the charge drain clean. When the last hit lands, here harbor in between. Corner blooms jerking, toe taps tiny, glide laces loose. Reef wide grin, feather light pride, footwork rights, chalk hearts only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like seagrass from seed. One drop heartbeat, steady EP bubbles like foam. Man to shadows, wheel above a city called home. Security, our deacon
lessons between the choral stands. Panic spikes, sit with me. Count bubbles, count rays. Brain fog heavy, borrow my phrase. If words misfire, let your ankle speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Halftime dip, one warm sub per. Hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses glass, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, babes grin. Tim by stitch the seam. Melodic sketches, sunrise through a midnight stream. Dog prayer, drop, mute the chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes, ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water space, eyes guide. The tunnel turns cathedral with the tanks open wide. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks, lantern the floor. Then coast to one drop through a quieter door. If source is listening where the currents weave slow, we tuned a glass ocean till mercy could glow. Final vow by the map where arrows point through. No one drifts it lonely, we carry us too. Door side lights blue, the walkway lets us go. We leave as a circle, still glass ocean glow.
The dome inhales darkness, projector hum threads the room. Seat backs click like metronomes, constellations bloom. Acrostic blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the cosmos makes a crowd. Volunteer pins a map, quiet lane, wheelchair rows, water here. Earplugs glow in paper cups, ride buddy list stays near. Balletica paints, starlights over carpet blue. The sub writes welcome under Andromeda's view. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Offbeat step, premer, small arcs, weight light. Feet answer up strokes without crowding the night. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose win. Between kick and click, let kindness count to 10. 2-step micro, radius tiny, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, bogle angles, hips, torso, draw lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leaves the fee. A nod becomes a bridge across this carpeted street. Harlem shake, 81st Street quake, do it small by the rails. Bankhead bounce on nods, chests where city air fails. On seawall context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Kid near the star map, sleeves chewed thin, whispers low. My words jam under galaxies, can my feet go slow? We mark a soft lane with glances, a breathing of space. He finds the offbeat gently, fear drifts out of place. Crump needs runway, keep it micro, hands, chest, breathe.
nights a week. Halftime dip, one warm supper, hats fall like rain. Tape stop kisses darkness, then we breathe back again. Rockers lift, apes grin, Timbile stitch the seam. Malaika sketches sunrise across a midnight dream. Dub prayer drop, mute the chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted eighth echoes ride, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The dome turns cathedral with the heavens open wide. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks, lantern the floor. Then coast to one drop through a quieter door. If Source is listening, where the light years flow, we tune the sky to mercy till mercy learn to glow. Final bow by the exit where the arrows point through. No one charts it lonely, we carry us too. Doors side, night nods, the city lets us go. We leave as a circle, still planetarium glow.
Bell over the door, size posters glow like saints of sound. Sleeves whisper when they slide, the needle kisses ground. Cross stick blinks on 3, keep her calm, not loud. Upstroke chops land short and kind, the stacks become a crowd. Staff wreck wall is a lighthouse, handwritten arrows say home. Water jug sweats mercy, the PA hums like foam. A price gun ticks a backbeat, the sub warms hardwood bones. We're not chasing a show tonight, we're building moving home. Why, yeah. Volunteer post the map, quiet lane by listening to. Earplugs in a paper cup, ride buddy listing view. We'll light the paints, label blue across the aisle spine. Turntable start stop nods like a metronome in time. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. You don't know perfection, bring breath you can spare. If your courage flickers, borrow mine right there. Sky step, Primarinese buoyant weight light. Feet answer up strokes in small arcs to the right. Short strokes, crisp release, let the rim choose when between kick and click. Let kindness count to 10, 2-step, calm step, ready as small eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. If anyone tilts, we part and catch on cue. Etiquette is rhythm, doing what love would do. Name roots honest, vocal angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Borrow with citations, gratitude leads the feet. A nod becomes a bridge across this record street. Harlem shake, the 81 Street quake, do it micro by the racks. Arms talk sky in inches, respect guards the tracks. Bankhead bound shoulders, pray till pressure unwinds. A smile in the sternum, unknot city minds. On seawall context first, history heavy and long. If it isn't your story, salute and pass the song. Respect holds the circle when flash might fray. Sometimes the kindest move is choosing not to play. Kid near Noah rolls, sleeves too thin, whispers low. My words jam in bright rooms.
off in every gain. A friend with careful hands sets levels like a prayer. The bass writes names as if engraving care. Crump knees runway, keep it micro. Hands, chest, breath. Voltage can test a throw without risk or death. Don't swarm the confession, let the charge drain clean. When the last hit lands here, harbor in between. Corner blooms jerking, toe taps, tiny glide. Laces loose, crate wide grin, feather like pride. Footwork scribbles, chalk hearts, only the sub can read. Tiny victories sprout like stickered sleeves from seed. One drop heartbeat steady, EP bubbles like foam. Malata sketches, sunrise we can take home. Security our deacons, soft eyes, open hands. They count heads like blessings between the record stands. Panic spikes, sit with me, count grooves, count rings. Brain fog heavy, borrow these clings. If words misfire, let your ankles speak. We'll hold the pulse steady 7 nights a week. Boom, back, bridge, hats, ghosts, kick nods, crate lids, clap. A verse samples, kindness, the room samples the map. UK two-step shuffle, shoes draw figure eights. Snare, ghost, wink, the pulse migrates. Halftime dip, one warms up, her hats fall like rain. Tape stop, kisses, silence, then we breathe back again. Rockets lift, apes grin, Timbo, stitch the seam. The needle rides, the sunrise through a midnight dream. Dub prayer, drop mute the chops, leave bass and rim. Dotted 8 that goes right, breathe, spring verb swims. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. The bins turn cathedral with the sleeves open wide. Roll call of care, exits map, first aid known. Rights paired up so none walks home alone. Disability is dignity, say the steady truth plain. Some of us shaking daylight, some ride anxious rain. Brief steppers push 4 kicks, land on the floor. Then coast to 1 drop through a calmer door. If source is listening where dust motes glow, we tuned a room of vinyl till mercy could flow. Final vow by the counter where the bell rings true. No one flips it lonely, we carry us through. Door size, night nods, the city lets us go. We leave as a circle, still needle and groove glow.
The city turns the volume down, we turn the feeling up. LED on 3, a lighthouse blink, the floor passes the cup. Balloons hum bass to small hands, risers breathe like drums. Caption board prints breathe, and 1,000 shoulders hum. Interpreter palms like wings, verbs bloom in the air. Nouns shine from fingertips, meaning lands everywhere. We trade our voices for motion, our vowels for light. The room learns a new alphabet, gentle and bright. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. If your breath goes missing, anchor to my time. Stand on my count till your courage can climb. Offbeat step is kindness, tiny arcs, wait light. Let the LED tell you when, don't crowd the night. Two-step, calm step, radius small, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. Name roots honest, bogle angles, torso draws lines. Butterfly in shoulders, rib cage quietly shines. Harlem shake, micro bankhead, prayer in the chest. History before flex, respect makes the rest. On seal, context first if it isn't your tale. You nod, salute, make space and let care prevail. Crump goes small here, hands, chest, breath. Voltage can testify without risk or death. Kid signs, words jam, we sign back slow. LED on 3 again, the floor says go. He finds the offbeat softly. ground, then coast to one drop where kindness is the sound. If source is reading hands tonight above the street, we tuned a city to mercy. You can feel with your feet. Final vow under crosswalk, moons that blink on cue. No one dances lonely, we carry us through. Cables coil kindly, the LEDs dim slow. We leave as a circle, warm enough to glow.
Scrapyard, noon sun on chrome, wind tasting like tin. Generator hums a low hymn, the neighbors drifting. Cross stick blinks on 3, steady as a welder's end. Upstroke chops land soft, the light paints the band. Glasses taped with care. Aunties post a map, quiet lane, water there. But let the draw sunlight over busted fenders shine. Sub warms the gravel into one forgiving line. Loose knees, soft shoulders, elbows open like doors. Strike and release, let silence finish chores. Two-step, calm step, radius small, eyes kind. Palms ready for lifting, ego left behind. Name roots on his bogle angles, hips trace compass lines. Butterfly in shoulders, ribcage quietly shines. Harlem shake, micro, bankhead ease in the chest. History before flex, respect writes the rest. On Seawalk, context first. If the story isn't yours, you nod, you salute, you keep open the doors. Crump gets a runway, clear center, let thunder confess. Voltage can testify without turning to mess. Kid at the bumper heap whispers, words run slow. We draw a small lane, the shadow starts to grow. He finds the offbeat gently as the daylight thins. Everyone breathes softer, the hush moves in. First bite of sun, hat soft like rain. Timberlace flick sparks, then we lower the gain. Tape stop kisses noon, temperature slips, while add to holds a thread between 4 eclipsed lips. Halftime hush, one warms up her, the crowd becomes prayer. Delay turns to heartbeat, spring bird rides air. We read the sky together in a language of skin. Even the cranes bow, even engines give in. Whispers ripple outward, water, space, eyes guide. We count by shadows, we stand side by side. No fireworks, no roar, just everyone here. Like a city remembering how to volunteer. The light returns in petals, we breathe back again. Rockers lift, babes grin, congas answer the rain. Jerkin blooms by the flatbed, reject glide spin. Tiny
rocket ranch grin. Brief steppers push, 4 kicks lantern the ground, then coast to 1 drop, where welcome is the sound. If source is listening in the corona's thin gold, we tuned the yard to mercy, the mercy took hold. Final vow at the gate, where the arrows point through. No one watches alone, we carry us to. Glasses full, day mends, the wind says go. We leave as a circle, bright enough to glow.